Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Wowie. Who have we got? Bloody hell, there's loads of chat going on already. Let's have a look. Kirsty, Laz, Mandy, how you all doing? You okay? Are we all full of the joys of whatever the bleeding hell today was? What was today? Rain, sun, hail, sun, rain, sun, thunder. Mental. I'm knackered. I've done nothing. This is my third day off and I've done nothing. I'm shattered. I don't want to say I've done nothing. I took my daughter to work early this morning. Came back home and fell asleep on the sofa for about half an hour or so. Took my dad to the hospital because he had to go and get a couple of tests done. And I was there I was sat outside for about 2.5 hours. Come home, had to go and get Jess from work and take her home. Came back, I've done my walk, I've had a shower and then sat down here. So I've literally done bugger all. Apart from the intro to number 5 of the 5s for the reason, the rhyme. I just have to record the rest of that. I couldn't do it because the camera that I took with me, the little Osmo Pocket 3, is not weather sealed. And it was absolutely boincendyne. Not just with rain, not just with hail, with conkers as well. There was conkers falling on my car. It was an absolute shit show today, wasn't it? Absolutely. It was incredible. I had my sunglasses on in the car and there was thunder and lightning and all kinds of stuff. I thought I'd just leave them on because it'll be sunny again in 5 minutes. And it was. I never even saw one rainbow either. Gutted, man. Mandy, turning your volume might help. Get it pumped up. Esther, how you doing? You okay? I'm on the Corona again. I was going to go on the Leffy, but the Leffy was dry. That took a while coming through, didn't it? When it was happening then, that's supposed to come through almost immediately on the screen. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. What else was happening? My sister ended up back in hospital as well, thinking that she may have further issues relating to her cancer, but she's fine. She's just got a bulging disc which is causing a real back problem. So we could have ended up with 2 of the family in hospital at the same time, which would have been an absolute bar ache. So hopefully everything's going to be sound from now on because we're sick and tired of bloody hospitals. I'm just happy that I've got my blue badge so I can park for free. Otherwise, being sat outside for... I was outside... Was it yesterday? I'm losing fucking track. Yeah, yesterday was Aintree, wasn't it? I was outside a place in Aintree that my dad had to go in yesterday, and then Ormskirk today. Sick of bloody hospitals. Been cold, cloudy and very windy. Also been trying to rain in that day of London there. Doesn't rain very often in London, does it? Doesn't seem to like it. Leaves that to the rest of us. The suburbans will probably get it though. I think it must have been wet while I was in London. I can't remember it being wet though. Seems to always be really warm when I'm there. Even during football season, the winters were still well warmer than up here. Saying that, I can't moan. We're in the northwest. I partly grew up in the northeast. In a Middlesbrough winter, wearing a football shirt and a pair of shorts and thinking I was okay. And then about 12 years later, going back to watch Everton at Middlesbrough. And it was so cold, I couldn't breathe. It was ridiculous. Hugs to the sister. Thank you, Mandy. Much appreciated. Your tablet was upside down. One of those days. We all have an upside down tablet kind of day, don't we? Kirsty, you were at the hospital yesterday with your mum due to having a cataract removed. Left eye is next week, then the other a week before you go to Italy. Oh man. Well, it doesn't sound like a really nice operation, that, but at least when they're done, hopefully, should be sound. Needs to be done. Needs to be done. Speaking of eyes, I need to have an eye test, I think. It's been a few years since I had my last one. And there's no point having 6.3 million pairs of glasses in the house after the wrong prescription. I'll have to do that. In fact, you know what? It's going on a post-it. Eye test. If I can see it later, obviously. Look after your eyes and your eyes will look after you. Hugs to your mum as well, Kirsty, definitely. From all of us at the Pause family. Definitely, yeah. Our work does them or organises them free of charge. So, because we work with computers all the time, there's no excuse to not go and have one. It's not like you're having to pay. Even though, I mean, what are they, 20 odd quid or something now? No big deal, is it? So I'll get it sorted. I've got to take him back to Aintree on his birthday, 1st of October. He's got to go in for something else. So it's quite handy, really. Me knowing where I'm going and having that badge, I can get him close to the hospital building. He had a bit of a wander today, even though I was in the disabled spaces at Ormskirk. It's still a bit of a wander to get to the part of the hospital he was going to. Looked knackered by the time he come out. I know the feeling well. What else is that? Something else has happened today and I can't think what it is. No, it's probably a lie, isn't it? If you can't think what it was, it's probably a lie coming out. Balls to it, who cares? Yeah, hopefully she'll be alright. I think she needs very, very strong painkillers for the back, and also she will need some kind of physio on it to try and sort it out. Not good. We start having disc problems. But then that's what happens when you've got a job where you just worked at a care home, so you're dealing with people sort of day in, day out, lifting people in and out of chairs and things, and generally on the go constantly. Ali, oh. How you doing? Surprisingly veggie sauce. Katie did British Woodcock Psychic Soffit joysticks. Nice to see Soffit used in a sentence, even if it is a slidey writing sentence. How are we all? Are we all sound? I will have forgotten something, but it's a Wednesday, so there's not a huge amount to remember. I think they're charged. If it goes dark in the background, I apologise. I think they might be alright though. All the lights are on. Camera's obviously on, mic's on. Tunes are playing in the corner. Smashing it. What else? Oh, do you know what I didn't do? I didn't change the beer because I haven't had time. I just haven't had the time. I also had about 4 or 5 different videos I wanted to watch today. Not got round to them at all. And what I wanted to make. All I need is one more, almost 4 or 5 minute little piece to camera, that's it. I might even do it here after we're finished. Just put the little camera up, get it done, and get it in the can, I think we call it, don't we? Us professional video makers. I have a rap party on my own. Ali, late for the shift. Because you said that, you're the first behind the bar. There you go. And we have Piggly Ding lift off. Slidey writing is starting to make sense. That's either the slidey writing's getting better, or we're getting so used to it that it's starting to well, actually, the slidey writing makes far more sense than Donald Trump did yesterday. Oh, little bit of politics. Slidey writing is learning. Yeah, it will. It'll be joining the streams on its own soon. It may have its own YouTube channel. It may also be an AI band. Didn't slidey writing support 8 Mile Radius back in Toronto, 1972, I think it was? I could have said I haven't got the right letters. No, that would be a lie. That would be a lie. We don't need that. We don't need this fascist groove thing. The letters are over there. Two of the letters needed. In fact, no. 3 of the letters needed are on that board at the moment. So, but no, I just didn't have the time. That's all it was. Orders for our Ali Get them in there. Queen surprising woodland Aquarius suffering aquatics product. Haha, Groovy Woo London. Groovy Woo London. I want to go there. Forget the bucket. Mandy needs a bin of tea and coke. Heavy, man. Carver and Pringles. Here we go. Ah, look. They're in the right place. You can have Horn cocktail, a salt and vinegar, very sour and chili, or teddy salted. And they are in the right place. I'm pleased with that. I think I've still forgotten something to do with the stream from yesterday. It was yesterday, wasn't it? How can yesterday seem so far away? It was. In fact, it was yesterday evening as well. It wasn't even like it was 5 o'clock yesterday, was it? It was 7:45. Cry. 2 teas as per, of course. The ones with the prawns. Horn cocktail. Did I change Jeff chat? Jeff does Jeff chat. Jeff assures me Jeff changed Jeff chat. Honest, it's not me. You got a bath of tea. Proper. Pint for Esther. Pint of Carver. Controversial, but worth a go. Even better, a bath. Never mind ass's milk. A bath of tea and coke. Teas for Lads and Sparkles. Very, very good. We like to see that. Proper tea as well. Not that fancy dance shite that I drink. Proper tea. I did take, I haven't got my thermos actually. I did take my thermos of Earl Grey with me today. And my ma rang me up. Any sign of him yet? Not yet, he's still in the hospital. You must be freezing. Are you taking the piss? I'm sat in the car, the sun's been out. It's absolutely baking. It's 17 degrees outside anyway. Shorts and t-shirt weather. Oh, take a blanket, take some soup, take some sandwiches, piss off. Ma. That's mum's for you though, isn't it? Always worrying. What else did I mean to do the other day? I had to move something. Not just the Pringles, I had to move something. Weather was very crazy over in Ireland. It's been crazy here as well, Ali. I was just talking about that at the start. Sun, hail, rain, sun. Very, very windy. Just all over the place. I was going to get my car cleaned. There's no point. You could have drove out to the car wash and then within the space of 20 seconds it had been covered in shite yet again. So I saved myself £7. Well, £10. I always give him a tenner. You do, don't you? Look after your car washer and he will look after you. Was that Confucius who said that? Carfucius. Sun, rain, sun, wind, madness. To be fair though, Ali, that's a normal day in Ireland, isn't it? Pretty much. Oh, a bit of Prodigy. I haven't listened to the Prodigy in ages. Every time they come up on the screen, I think I need to listen to them tonight, and I just never get round to it. I'll listen to them tomorrow. There we go. I've got a Hughes Corporation, Rock the Boat. When you clean your windows, they look worse than before. It's that kind of weather, isn't it? There's no point in even trying. As I said, with the car, I wouldn't bother. If it was full of bird shit or something, I might just get the pressure washer out and give it a quick rinse. But apart from that, especially living somewhere close to the beach, sand tends to get up into the air and get blown everywhere, so it's minging, man. The rain cleans yours, Ali. Well, you can't be living too close to the beach then, that's all I can say. If you live close to the beach, once it rains, you can't see out your windows. You can build sand castles out of it, it's ridiculous. Obviously, you clean the inside. I do as well, actually. And if you don't believe me, Mr. Muscle, and my little paddy pad thing. When I say paddy pad, I wasn't taking the piss out of Irish there. There you go. How's about that? As if by magic, the shopkeeper appeared. Yeah, it doesn't work for you either. It's far too near the beach. It's just, when the wind gets up, it picks up sand. It might not look like it to the naked eye, but it will find your windows. Don't want to show them the video of the balls. Hang on a sec. Where's the balls video? There's the balls. Big balls. It's good though, isn't it? I like stuff like that. Does that class as being street furniture? I know bus stops doing things like that, don't they? Street furniture. But I like it. Freestanding art. Yeah, that was when you had good weather. That's obviously not today. Man, that's why you look young. You're sand-blasted, dermabrased every time you step out the door. Micro-dermabrasion. Look at my big concrete balls. They are big as well, aren't they? They must weigh an absolute ton, literally. But I like stuff like that. Whenever anyone says to you, like, why are they there? What are they for? You know you're doing something right. The same as the Anthony Gormley, Another Place. All the figures on the beach at Crosby, near Liverpool. What's the point? Doesn't have to be a point. There is a point to it, but there doesn't have to be. The fact that when the tide goes out, you can go round them all, and when the tide comes in, some of them are absolutely underwater. It's good, I like it. Art for art's sake. Kirsty, disappear now? No worries. No worries at all. We know what it's like. Even the benches are concrete, but like marble on top. Marble effect, and at night they have blue LEDs under them. Very, very nice. They used to have a massive ball in Tamworth in Staffs. It was on water, so you could spin it. The bleeding, what was that made out of then? If you could spin that. Is it sort of an allegory? Does it represent? Is it metaphor for life itself, for the earth, for the spinning of the earth? I don't know, but I like it. I love stuff like that. Anything. I mean, let's face it. With the best will in the world, streets are just dull, aren't they? They serve a purpose. That's all they are. They're functional. To suddenly have something in there that makes you stop and look and maybe have a conversation, that can only be a good thing. I think. Strategic wiggle, prudish quicksilver benchmarking, Bennett assign logging. Oh, apparently Ali's got a strategic wiggle. Would that be trying to find out the site before you do your wet work and pop some caps in people's asses? Try and get a video of that. Oh, the blue LEDs. Well, make sure you do. And if I have a little bit of time and I'm not running around like a dickhead, I'll make sure it's up on the screen as well for a change. It was marble sitting on a well-like plinth. Now, you don't know the physics for it. There must be something. There's definitely got to be something to be able to do that. Sounds good. I wonder if it's on if it's available on YouTube to have a look. Google it. Just Google it, will you? Let's have a look. Alright, we're Googling it. No. Tamworth Marble Ball is not coming up with anything. As soon as you put Tamworth and ball, it's coming up with football. Big ball in Tamworth. Do I dare even look for that? Big bowl in Tamworth. You're just a big bowl in Tamworth. Big bowl. No. Playing areas, giant playing areas. And then the Atherstone ball game is coming up as well, so unfortunately it's not on there. It does, don't it? Sounds like a seance. Are you here, uncle? Are you here? It does usually work, doesn't it? As soon as Ali mentions someone's name 58 times, they appear from nowhere. Don't know what it was called. It was just a fucking big ball in Tamworth. Let's Google that. Fucking big ball in Tamworth. That might just end up being football again, that though. I shouldn't really Google that, should I? There's a football result came up, followed by casual encounters in Polesworth, followed by something else which would be for the ladies' bottom drawer, I would suggest, which is 220 quid. What? Yeah, I'm not going to open that one. Jesus. The big play barn. I've just looked for that. Oh, I've just looked for the big ball and they come up with a big play barn. which is closed. Oh, mind you, kids shouldn't be in there at 8:30, should they? Gonna go to the pots. Sparkle's still watching in the living room. Bonjour, Sparkle 8. It was near the castle. Fucking big ball, Tamworth near castle. Polesworth. Edwin Starr lived there. Your mate was his bin man. There's got to be a half man, half biscuit song in that, isn't there? My mate was Edwin Starr's bin man. In Polesworth. That is pure half man, half biscuit. You couldn't get any more like that. Great effort. That's the beauty of randomness. That's more random than any of Kirsty's writing. Kirsty, catch you later nowadays. Maybe fountain in Tamworth. Marble fountain. Never mind not being able to speak English today. I can't even type it. No. But there are round ball fountains. Obviously. No. It's just getting a bit weird now. Google results for fucking big ball in Tamworth is quite filthy, to be honest with you. Things to see in Tamworth Castle grounds. This is going down the dogging route, this, isn't it? Let's face it. I've just put in things to see, and the first one is Tamworth. After that is Southport and then Liverpool. Why is that way round? Things to do in Tamworth Castle grounds. Snowdome. Playgrounds, bowls, river walks, cafe, bandstand, skate park, tennis courts, table tennis, cycle hire, outdoor gym, planet walk, picnic sites, battle and tribute exhibition, AR trail. I'm presuming AR is augmented reality, not assault rifle, because we don't want to be doing that, do we? Wolfsbane were from Tamworth. I did not know that. I have heard of Wolfsbane. When were they around? Were they 80s or 70s? '80s, wasn't it? Yeah. 1984 to 1994, and again since 2010. I wonder. I wonder who they might have supported someone. I don't think I've seen them, but they might have supported someone. You used to go on the lash with them. Of course you did, being a rock chick. I was going to say how rock and roll or how how heavy metal could Tamworth be, but to be fair, the Midlands is a very, very heavy metal-y rock and roll kind of place, isn't it? To be fair. Our alley. Some guy pulled my tit. How dare he? Very nice, very nice. Blaze was a knob, but the rest of him was sound. He was the singer, wasn't he? I've just seen that on Wikipedia. That's not background knowledge. I do remember Iron Maiden getting a new singer. I didn't realise it was him from Wolfsbane. Yeah, there you go, Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden. I don't particularly like Iron Maiden. It's a bit of a secret. I was too busy listening to other stuff when they were around. See, instead of running to the hills, I was preferring to be on the hillside desolate at that particular time. I was more Smith than Eddie. That was the figure, wasn't it? The Iron Maiden figure, Eddie. It's funny looking back at some of the so-called heavy metal from back in the day. It's not particularly heavy. It's a lot of it's pretty much almost just pop music with a little bit of extra gain. That's about it. And yet if you listen to people like The Prodigy, 10 times as heavy, and they're not even heavy metal, they're just dance band man, aren't they? Yeah, but I was just thinking about that now, actually, the Midlands. It is a very, very hard rock, heavy metal area. Wasn't too many, well, there was a few, wasn't too many like indie bands or anything from there. It was more, yeah, definitely more new wave of British heavy metal, Nawabahum, whatever they call it. Turned up to 11, of course, always 11. Can I play with Madness? Just one step beyond, yeah. I'd rather listen to Madness than Iron Maiden. Although they had a song that was used on the a Lucozade advert, wasn't it? And then they ended up selling a load of records on the back of it. Just get yourself on an advert and you will definitely make money. My throat's going a bit today. I might just need one big cough, mightn't I? Get out of my system. I was buzzing earlier on though. I managed to use two bits of equipment to get a shot that I really like. Pleased with it. It's going to look great. Clash are epic, they really are. What would 8 Mile Radius sell? I'm thinking patchouli oil and cheesecloth shirts and things like that. Although I think they also at some point during the 80s might have had a quite corporate rock era where their long hair was tied into ponytails and things like that, you know. They'd use the Vosine on it. No sign of Joe Nuts, but I haven't been to Tesco today. I don't think I went yesterday either. I can't remember a thing. I certainly haven't been to Sainsbury's. I wanted to, because I wanted to do a little bit of filming over there as well. When you go to Sainsbury's, it's only over there. Can you see? Oh, you can't see, can you? It's only over there. But over there, in that direction, is Southport Football Club. And I don't know, yesterday might have been, Everton might have been playing, the under-23s might have been playing at home, which they play there at Southport. So I would have had the floodlights in the background, it would have looked really nice. Schwinkly lights, because I've got a black mist filter on the Osmo Pocket 3. None of this makes any sense to anyone, does it? Patchouli makes you nauseous. Yeah, I think it's a I don't know. I was going to say it's a bit more of a marmitey kind of thing, isn't it? People either like it or they want to commit atrocities based on smelling it. How's me exercising? I've hit my target again today. I had to go in the conservatory on the treadmill to do it. But it's hard work. I'm shattered. I did try though. Shh, don't tell me physio this. I did try to... I do a long walk anyway when I'm walking, long stride. So I thought I'd try to do a little couple of steps as a jog instead. And it's... I think I'm still a little bit away from that, but not as far as I thought I was. As soon as I can start jogging, I will be delighted. Because I should be around about a stone lighter than I am now. I'm happy being the weight I am, but in general, I should be about a stone lighter, stronger legs, and healthier. I will be able to do that if I can run. So that just a few steps, only for 10 seconds or so. So the rhythm's not there yet. The strength isn't there yet, but I'm not far away. Obviously, don't want to fall over and smash myself into a brick wall or something. Because in the conservatory, it's looking out towards the Dennis Bird cam table. And behind it is a brick wall. I do not want to be going through a brick wall. Patchouli takes you right back to your 20s. It was a very 70s kind of smell, wasn't it? I remember growing up in the 70s and 80s, I suppose, yeah. But it was always spoken about as being a really 70s smell. Cheesecloth shirts and patchouli. Very Van de Graaff generator. Smells a hippie, there you go, yeah. I tried it, Ali. I'll give it a go. Trying to push myself as much as possible without pushing myself too far. I need it. The hand stuff, I'm surprising myself with that, because I'm not doing anywhere near as much exercise with it, because it just absolutely wipes me out. But I'm able to do more. Not loads, just a little bit more. Every couple of months I'll try something. I think that's easier than it was a while ago. Hopefully that's good signs. Ginger's crossed. I can just about... Oh yeah, ginger's crossed. I can just about do it. The t-shirt is petrol blue. The same as this, petrol blue. I don't wear black. Although most of the stuff I wear is dark navy. Because that way everything I own can go in the washing machine at once. That's a fucking lie. Everything I own, all my clothes would take about 4 or 5 loads of washing in. There's absolutely no chance. In fact, probably more than 4 or 5, to be honest. The t-shirts alone would take 4 or 5 loads. I have too many t-shirts. Not just hippie, biker jackets were old with it as well. Ah, right. Yes, that does make sense now. Matchy matchy. Always matchy matchy. Easy when everything you own is pretty much the same colour scheme. Piggly ding. Next. First t-shirt I come across. Same thing. Navy. That's been launched in there like that. That needs ironing badly. Right, you can see the navy now, can't you? Yeah, I don't wear black too often. I try not to have extremes. I don't wear white too often either. So I might wear cream and I might wear navy, but I don't wear white or black too much. I'm not against it at all, like, but you know, Shut the drawer. There you go, Mandy, there you go. Hang on. The bottom one's open, but you can't see it, can you? Is it annoying you just if I tell you that the bottom one's open? There you go, bottom one's done as well now. When I'm out of the light, it looks black. When I'm under the light, it looks more navy. Yeah, definitely navy. You're welcome, Mandy, you're welcome. It's me shins you're thinking of. Alright, Lionel Richie. Hello, it's your shins I'm thinking of. Yep, it is. Wonder if you can see that. You will be able to look there. A wee Dutch flag. It is, in fact, yes, it's not navy and white. It is gold and what was the other colour? Gold and blue, wasn't it? Not black and white. Black and gold or navy and white. I can't remember what the bleeding hell that was. How can that work? But it does, doesn't it? I have many Dutch things, shirt-wise. I'm looking at my FC20 shirt there. My Sport Club one is in the wardrobe. I've got two of these, slightly different ones. I've got the 74 one as well. A blue one with the Dutch stuff on it as well. Well, I've got loads of stuff, boss. It was crazy, wasn't it, Ali? I just can't get my head around it at all. We have Piggly Dinged, by the way. Look at my moob. I know it's awful, isn't it? I've always been so slender as well. I know I'm 51, like, but I've always been slender. Slender as the night. Who's next behind the bar? Who's going to do a shift? Who fancies it? The name's up in lights. Oh. Bloody back sore as well. I don't know why my shoulder's been really sore the last few days. I don't know why. What have I done to it? Although it is the one. I've never ever slept on my side. Has to do a shift, no problem. I'm Piggly Dinged. I've never really slept on my side. It's always been on my back or on my front. And then since I got back home from the hospital, I've always slept on my right hand side. Bizarre. So the left one is the one that's stuck up, maybe. Is it a bit of a draft, maybe? And then being stuck in a car for hours each day doesn't help. But I'll give it a bit of a shake later. Should be sound. You would, but you won't. You're knackered from window cleaning. Chipping off the sand. Not surprised. Ali wants a cup of tea and some Jaffa cakes. They are devilishly good. You can also have the little grab pack if you need to leave. Yeah, I don't blame you either if you've been doing that. Window clean. There's two things, man, that are far more tiring than you'd think. One is window cleaning, and the other one is painting fences. Obviously, not creosote. We don't use creosote anymore, but creosote and fences, you know, sickens or whatever else we use these days. When you're restaining and preserving your wood. It is so tiring. I remember me and my dad did the whole of the back garden. There's loads of panels in the back garden. And it was a really hot day that we did it. Managed to get it finished, but I think I was off work for 2 days afterwards with sunstroke. And I couldn't move my arms. It's horrible. So if you do get someone to come in and paint your fence panels, make them a cup of tea, give them water, give them whatever you can, 'cause they'll need it. You top up your bath with vodka and royal mint chocolate liqueur. Oh, very posh indeed. My poison, I'm on the Corona Zero tonight. I have got Leffy in the fridge, but I forgot to change the sign, so it doesn't matter anyway, because I still forgot to get the right one. I got Corona instead of Freedom, when I should have got Leffy instead. Your windows open out like a door, the big window, the small one. Yes, I know what you mean. Still take a bit of effort to clean though. Inside or out, or both even. We've got a good window cleaner. His name's Paul. You don't know him. He's got an old Mini, proper old school Mini, which is tiny, man. You're bathing in after 8 minutes. You would be with that, wouldn't you? Of course. Bath topped. There you go. Like a modern day Cleopatra. No ass's milk for you. After 8 minutes instead. Tom. Probably working hard. You know what he's like, our Tom. Puts a shift in, does that lad. Una corona cero. Para Nick. Jinxie. How's it going, La? You're alright? J-Lo. Is the cricket on? There normally is. But you would have thought in this kind of weather. They were playing in Chester Street, weren't they? They were playing Durham. So I would have thought Durham will be every bit as bad as the Northwest. Possibly. They've not played. Let's have a look. Ooh. Have they played at all today? End of day 3. They must have had play today then. Yeah, they must have played today. At Durham. So probably he's watching that, isn't he? Yeah, he does. Him and Mrs. Tom both put a proper shift in. Fair play to anyone who does that kind of job. Yeah, it's Wednesday. How was Fat Club? First rule of Fat Club, don't talk about Fat Club. It was boring. And you are early indeed, aren't you? A Jinxie Jungle Juice cocktail. Naturellement. Ever tried Zumba classes? Let's get ready to Zumba. Are all these classes exactly the same, just with different names? Or are they actually all different stuff? I know spinning is completely different. You're on a bike, aren't you? Too old? You're never too old. Never too old for that. Get yourself in there. Pensioner Zumba. It's got to be a thing, hasn't it? If not, why not? We should make it so. A triple J cocktail for J. Too sick for that too. When you say you're too sick for it, are you not feeling well? Or are you talking like street slang now? I was like, well sick, bro. Not what I'm talking about. I was like, too sick for that Zumba, bro. Ali, you never tried it. People think it's great crack. I think the only thing that would crack in that would be my back. You've been knackered by piggly ding. You won't be the first person to be knackered by a piggly ding. No, you're doing all right. There's only 22 minutes and 41 seconds left before you piggly ding. Oh. That was for you, Jackie. Seems like you're the one that were mentioning it the other day. I was like, no, big heavy size, wasn't I? You got a message from the doctor asking if you want the RSV vaccine. Never heard of it? What's RSV? Rabies. Really silly vaccine. Is that what it stands for? Rather saucy vaccine. Rally Sport Viva. A really old school car. I don't know. What's it stand for? Let's Google it. RSV stands for respiratory syncytial virus. Oh. Can cause a range of symptoms including cold-like symptoms, runny or blocked nose, cough, sneezing, sore throat and headache, fever, wheezing, shortness of breath, bluish tints to the skin, worsening cough, difficulty breathing or not drinking enough fluids. That to me just sounds like a British summertime. I think everybody who's got hay fever has got RSV. Take over-the-counter fever reducers and pain relievers like acetaminophen or ibuprofen. Drink enough fluids to prevent dehydration. Yes, always that. There's a lot to be said about drinking fluids. Plenty of fluids always works. Don't be trying to be too down with the kids. I know, but bucket hat and everything. I'm there. Did I saw Boogie Gorilla on its own? I did and didn't. It's not loaded up. That's one of the other things I forgot, wasn't it? Like a flu vaccine, yeah. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, our Tomash. Jinx, he's too young for the RSV vaccine. About to turn 56. I think it's 70 to 75, the cohort for the RSV vaccine. Don't know about Northern Ireland, of course. Might be different. They might be able to afford it. Probably what it is, isn't it? Scotland will be the same as well. Yes, Jackie is a spring chicken. Highly sprung. It's easier than drinking solids. It is. But a lot of things that are wrong with you can be sorted out by drinking fluids. Headaches, for example. The majority of headaches are apparently caused by dehydration. So rather than launching loads of pills inside you, have a big glass of water first, give yourself half an hour and see what happens. If you're still in pain, then start injecting yourself with toilet duck. Don't inject yourself with toilet duck, for fuck's sake. 'Twas a joke. Yep, Tom, tell us absolutely everything that's ever happened to you in your life ever, and Mrs. Tom and Domingo. Now. How's your day been? You lost a turtle core. Number 3, when you find the bugger, yeah. Nearly 1,000 people have had the RSV vaccine in 2 days in your GP surgeries. What? What's a turtle car? It's like a total car, man. Turtley. An absolute cur. You drink water with fresh lemon and lime in it. Good vitamin C, good water. Good health, good on you. What the? Sounds like wind's getting up out there. Thomas is up the wall. Mrs. Tom is grand. Obviously, women able to cope far better than men. Domingo wants the weather to stay the same for 5 minutes. It's been horrible today, hasn't it? Turtle core is the tinfoil block you put in the middle to stop him looking squished. It is the literal core of a turtle. There you go, yeah. The 70 to 75, it's free and it gets them out the house. And they've got a bus pass to get there. Are the GP surgeries heated? Because they'll need that now as well, won't they? Domingos Suarte is not the only one. Definitely not. I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were lurking in the background, being sat outside Ormskirk Hospital earlier, I had my sunglasses on and I was just letting the weather do what it felt like. Wasn't changing glasses because I knew by the time we were leaving, the sun would be back out again, and it was. No medical value. I wouldn't say no medical value. Must be a reason for it. Weather is absolutely shite. It is. Freezing wind. Depends on where it's coming from, doesn't it? The wind this morning when I took Jess to work was fresh, I would say, rather than freezing. But as soon as there's any kind of moisture in the wind as well, it wicks all the heat away from you. It can be horrific. COVID's always there, flu's always there, but RSV is the leading cause of hospital admission over winter. That's the new vaccine they're trialling. You are a test dummy, you are indeed. How did it go? If you end up looking like a werewolf, right, we'll reduce a little bit of the lemon juice that's in it. Yeah, there'll be definitely value. The NHS can't afford to do anything if there wasn't going to be some potential benefit to the end user, the customer, the person, the patient, and to the NHS trusts who are having to administer it. It's coming outside your house. I thought I was letting the weather do its thing. I wasn't getting involved. I wasn't dancing to its tune. I wasn't throwing on sunglasses, normal glasses, sunglasses, coat, hat, galoshes. No, just lay back, let it do its thing, and we'll take it from there. And we took it from there. I was in control. I was jeffing it. You're going to get it, are you, Jackie? You're going to get it? Let us know how it goes. You have been hailed, and not just by Ali Alio. Temperatures dropped. Sun's been blinding, rain pouring. You've been blown into next week. That sounds like a weekend in Amsterdam, not to be honest with you. Breezy, but not too bad. It's weird. It depends on where you're at. I think it's definitely near the coasts. The wind always seems to be a lot worse. Or if you're near a big, large body of water. So if you're watching on the banks of Lake Superior or Lake Huron or something like that, you will know what it feels like as well. You miss the balls. Big balls. Big balls. I like the wording of that there, Thomas. Yeah, Jackie, trust you are informed and wise enough to make your own choice. You're old enough to know better. I think that's what that boils down to, isn't it? Don't do daft things. You read about it. If you think it's right, you'll do it. If not, give it a swerve. Esther, you're the only one not minding the weather. I don't mind it normally. It's just been a pain in the ass when you're driving, not knowing whether to put a pair of sunglasses on or normal glasses. Put the sunglasses on when it's sunny, and then 2 minutes later, the skies are black and you can't see a bleeding thing. Back off, normal glasses on, sun come back out and you can't see anything. It's dangerous, it's dangerous. There's balls to it. You're going to clean some brushes before you one arm clear your desk in a fit of pique. Yes, I tried to find the floaty ball in Tamworth, but without success. And what I found was utter filth. The Midlands and Staffordshire is full of utter filthiness. Have a think about it. Yeah, it's good to get someone in the know and get their opinion, considering it's new to you. Probably new to most people as well. Esther's working behind the bar, of course. She has 12 minutes and 12 seconds until Piggly Ding time. Proper rock star. Need a bigger desk as well. But you know what? Absolutely. Everyone needs a bigger desk or a studio, an entire studio, more like it. Loads of desk room, loads of lighting room. I would definitely do that. Lots to do in, buy somewhere, build a custom built studio with a proper bar and all kinds of stuff. Pumping out alcohol free lager and a proper big old dimple tankery glass. Ow. Did it fucking click then? That's the wrong shoulder to be clicking. It's that bastard one. That should click and open me up. What feckin' jacket to wear? I have loads of them and I can't work out what to... I used to have... Well, the idea was I'd have a light summery jacket. I would have an intermediate coat, especially one that's waterproof, and a winter coat, and I've got a really good winter coat, and a parka, a proper Oasis parka, know what I mean? So I've got 2 winter coats in there, and I've got I think what 7 or 8 different bloody coats, and I can't work well which one to wear. So what did I wear instead? A hoodie. You can get away with a hoodie, can't you? Midlands is certainly full of filth. Jackie is not an anti-vaccine person. That is such an awkward sentence to read out loud. Good to hear it though. Is Thomas a vampire? The microchip in it helps the government know where you are at all times. If you're worried about anything like that, get rid of your Tesco club card because they know more about you than the government do. Easy. Rubbish police or dirty brutes. They're all the same, aren't they? Ooh, a little bit of politics. Get the ale and Ashy, you minge bag, Jeff. Jeff, you cheeky sod. Lads, it's certainly something that sounds like rock. You're not a crock. You're not mock. You wear a smock. Thomas is trained in phlebotomy. You're a drach. Thomas is a drach. Yeah, they're fighting and maintaining a good relationship with your patients. Don't take blood. I loved the Drax when I was in hospital. Mystery RSV cocktail. Esther's getting into it. We're all going to be fully 5G'd up by the end of this. Sock. I forgot sock as well. That's a good one. Jeff is calling me a minge bag. Minge is possibly, yeah, but a minge bag in Liverpool means someone who is tight-fisted, someone who is not very free with their money. Also, that gets rhyming slanged to door hinge. Stop being such a door hinge. Coat chat it is. Very much a Scouse thing. Big coat day at the match is always a date for the calendar. As soon as you get the first proper cold day, everyone is out in the new Monclers and all kinds, aren't they? But I haven't worn me Parker in ages, and I'm wearing my bucket hat. I should wear it, shouldn't I? I might put it on in a minute. I wonder if I can get away with wearing it on the stream. Probably too hot. A jark. He's totally a jark. Like, totally. Smart Mac, decent Patagonia, waterproof. Uniqlo light warm thing, proper heavy winter coat. Some others for work purposes. That's a proper Merseyside man's wardrobe. I've got a Napapiri or Napapiri, however you pronounce it. Over the head, really, really warm thing. Lambretta Parker. It just happens that most of my coats make me look like Liam Gallagher. It's bizarre. I might start doing that. Instead of different hats, I'll wear different coats on the streams. Club card. Yes, the club card can tell just by what you buy if you're a smoker, a drinker, if you've got diabetes, if you've got a sugar fetish. Just all these little things about you so that you can pinpoint adverts at you. They know more about you than the government do. HMRC can track your savings and you can get a tax bill if you go over the limit. No, and the reason why I know that, I work for HMRC. They can't. What they can do, they can ask for access to your account if you are in receipt of benefits and things. And if you are doing things like tax credits and you are claiming as a single person when you should be claiming as a couple, they will ask for bank statements to see whether or not you are paying all your own bills. That's about it, really, so far. But yeah, don't imagine too much that you read on the internet is actually true. Feeling the magnetic effect. I have been all day. Good job you got no savings. You also work for the government. You work for the man. They know that. They know you got no savings because of how much they bloody pay us in the first place. Picking up FM radio direct into your head after the sip works wonders. Google's definitely not tracking you. Well, even when you switch it off, all you need to do is say something and it listens. It's always listening. Echo Dots, Amazon, Siri, they're all listening all the time. Yeah, 96.7 City FM. I was 96.8 earlier. Almost tuned in. Google knows how much we've been, all of us have been checking out Muff. That's it exactly. I shouldn't be doing it, should I? I should be having really cheap shit and then buying me expensive goo from Sainsbury's or somewhere. Although, did he then start trying to balance the club card and the Nectar card? I haven't got a Nectar card. I should have a Nectar card, really, shouldn't I? Been there already. Been there, seen it, done it. Yep. Not scamming it. Not for money anyway. Yeah, they don't do stuff like that. There's always got to be a reason as to why any government organisation is checking out any personal data, and you have to be warned about it. You also then have to be told what data they hold. You can get access to whatever data they hold and the reasons why, and retention periods under GDPR. So they can't just start looking into things and keeping hold of it on record, because anyone that did that without a reason could go to prison, and I think at the moment it's about a £20 million fine for the company, if I remember rightly. It is relative. Ramekins are about the same price, so with goo you get a free pudding. You do, and you end up with 600 ramekins and type 2 diabetes. Book a New Year live stream, yeah, for the Club Card annual review. I wonder. I am going to be in the top 1% of goo lickers. I am saying she a goo licker, but she ain't hanging with no fridge pickers. Yep. We keep the ramekins. They are, well, I've got one outside on the Dennis Birdcam swingy thing with water in it. And then a couple kept behind in case that one falls over. And it's only going to fall onto grass and it's heavy. It's not going to smash. But they're quite handy. Handy for drawing pins, things like that. Ali, you may have to look for this famous goo. You might have to. You might have to have a little bit of a travel north of the border. Go to a Tesco in Northern Ireland and get yourself a load of goo. Travel back. Under the mattress, of course, and you end up sleeping like the princess and the pea, with your head that far away from the ceiling. Never heard of ramekins? They supported 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 1972. Are you putting Pringles lids on them? Are you? Are you? Are you? You wouldn't believe what Mandy's using them for. Are you putting sweets in them? Are you putting Smarties in them? Proper Smarties, not the shit ones you get in Easter eggs. Real proper Smarties. The receptacle the goo comes in. That's a ramekin. Goo, it is absolutely goo as a pudding. I've got one left. One individual goo left. I haven't been, like I say, a couple of days. We've not been back. It's terrible. Are you using it for wool storage? Do you mean storage to put wool in, or storage is used by wolves? I'll put my change in there. Top tip, we haven't got enough top tips on this channel. To get Pringles lids to fit properly, electrical tape around the rim. Tape your rim. Who didn't support 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in 72? It was a benefit gig. It benefited everybody. Ramekins aren't used in restaurants. They can be occasionally, depending on what you're ordering. Soufflés occasionally come in ramekins. There needs to be more clarity around that, Mandarin. So you love the Spanish lemon goo. It's lush. Yep, $3.25 for 2 in Tesco. I think ours, there's a deal on at the moment. It's £2.50 or £2 with the club card. Stock up on them. Could be used for a sauce sometimes as well. Tartar sauce if you're having stuff with tartars, with fish fingers or whatever. Asked at the time the toothpaste pump wasn't working, and the instruction says if pump fails, push up bottom. I haven't been back to your GP since. That is the dad joke and the Frankie Howard. There you go. That deserves both. That's the double bubble. Yes, Mandy's knitted heads sit very nicely on them. That's not a sentence that is in any way going to creep anyone out, is it? My knitted heads sit lovely on them.
Piggly ding. Next.
Piggly ding next. Who's next? Whose shift is it? Yeah, Esther Go is very expensive. You're more a savoury kind of gal. There's got to be something out there, something similar, something of savoury but similar equivalents. It's very small things come in ramekins. Definitely. But nice things. Sweet enough. Oh, ain't they sweet? Ain't they a charmer, eh? Ain't they a smooth, yeah? Jinxie behind the bar. Been ages to a dad joke, yeah, and a good double bubble. That's what we're all aiming for, a double bubble. I think there's a treble out there somewhere, but I can't work out what it is. Your peas sometimes do as well, yeah. No one is more committed to the peas process than Jack A. Lewis. What goal is the dad joke video from? That is, I think, Dominic Calvert-Lewin versus Crystal Palace, if I remember rightly. The 3-2 goal. Have a look, see if you can see it. Yeah, that's the it is, it's the cross from the right, isn't it? And then back of the net. £5 for 2 packs, 4 puds in Morrison's, right? More reasons to shop in Morrison's, obviously. Should I stay or should I go? Has this been on for the last 9 hours? This has been on before, hasn't it? How's this working? Great price. That's a proper price. It has. It's been on once already. As is Tiger Lily Gold. That was no, it wasn't blonde earlier, was it? Ain't going where we are. Yeah, it does pick them randomly, so weird. One of my favourite goals as well, and I wasn't even there. I was still so panicked after COVID and things that I wasn't going back to the games until I went back. When I did my video, my first game back. Don't have a Morrison's. I wonder if you have an equivalent. They must be an overarching umbrella company. Yours is just exactly the same, just with a different name, it must be. We'll have to have a look into that. Let's Google that as well. Massive balls in Tamworth. Belfast Morrison's. Nearly 200 songs on there, but it's certainly got favourites. It is on Shuffle. Turn off random then. What I could do, I'll tell you what I'll start doing. I'll just start at the start. But I can't start at the start and then start at the stop, can I? Because what happens is I listen to this all week long, not this fucking playlist. I've had to press a button so that this doesn't influence my Discover Weekly or suggested songs. So when I come in and press play, it will be on a much better playlist. You wouldn't be ready for it. We had a really good playlist on earlier. I occasionally forget and think to myself, fucking hell, this is a great playlist, this. And I think, of course, I have chosen all the songs that are on this playlist. Of course I'm going to like it. Yeah, you're singing as how, man, you realised it was on again. Me too. As soon as you seen that, if I stay, it will be trebled. Fanta for Ali. Fantasy Island. Why have I not got a goo ramekin in here? What's the point in that? Drawing pins with a metal sticky thing on the front. What's the point in drawing pins in a box when I could have them in a goo ramekin? You tell me that. They're going to end up on the floor, aren't they? I know this. They will end up on the floor. Another carver. Living the high life there, Esther, living the high life. By the way, I've heard loads of people talking about Carver and what's the other one? What's the Italian one? Can't think what it's called. Called them cheap champagnes, they're not. Some of the, if you could watch Formula One, if you do the Barcelona Grand Prix, they get given Carver, which is every bit as fantastic as the best champagne, but it's just not built in champagne, so it can't be called champagne. What's the Italian version of champagne and cava? Keep thinking Asti, it's not, is it? Asti, Spumante, fucking Pomane. They will end up on the floor. I will miss one and I will find it when I've got no shoes on, and it will be 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm dying for a piss and everything's absolutely pitch black. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Got lads to sing Yellow Submarine today on a stream, did you? How'd you manage that? Get a Pringle lid for it. Or if I drop them and tread on them, you won't realise until I start tap dancing. Yes. Will a Pringles lid fit, or will I need extra tape? Do I need to tape it shut? He was very good. Prosecco, that's the one, Prosecco. Prosecco and Cava. Some of them are every bit as good as the most expensive champagnes, made with exceptionally expensive grapes. They just can't call themselves champagne because they're not from that region. So they're not like the cheap knockoffs. They're just sparkling wine made in a different place. You asked and lads obliged. We like to say. Don't be asking me though, 'cause I can't sing anymore. I tried in the car earlier. Even looked up the lyrics before you added a torpedo verse. I'm going to have to go back and watch this. You like sect as well, but difficult to get. What's sect? Do I need to be careful Googling this as well? Sparkling wines from Germany and Austria. Oh, so it's the German and Austrian version. Right. Man, you'd rather have a Lambrini. I'll have a baby sham. Of course. Did you also wear white patent leather high heels and dance around your handbag? Lambrini. Isn't that from Liverpool, Lambrini original? Or the company that made it was from Liverpool? It is, isn't it? Created by Halewood Artisanal Spirits. My mum and my sister used to work for the fella who owns that, or used to own it anyway. One of the most ridiculously expensively attired house. They were shit scared of cleaning because if you knocked over a lamp or something, it'd be worth about 6 of your houses put together. It's ridiculous. You know, those kind of people. More money than sense. Like me, I've got more money than sense. I've got £2.50. And he sent me a package, but there's no note. Your writing is absolutely shocking. Very Roy Keane of you there. Absolutely shocking. What's the Hungarian version? You got a bottle in your cupboard. Hungarian champagne. Hungarian champagne at the back of the cupboard. Another half man, half biscuit song. Lambrini still is a Liverpool concern. Halewood International, yeah. He's don't know Lambrini, you don't know Lambrusco. Yeah, well, just judging by what Wikipedia say, is Lambrini has on occasion been accused of deliberate confusion with other wine and perry manufacturers. Products beginning with lamb, such as Lambrusco. Production for a bottle of Lambrini takes about 6 weeks. It's been associated with so-called chav culture in Britain. I can imagine full well that did anyone say Beveragino women all drink that as well? Cheapest chips, really sweet, embossed hearts on the bottle. Were you a Lambrini girl? 250, absolutely loaded, coining it in, making bare wedge, fam. I don't think, do you know what? I can't remember the last time I had any change either. I've got some notes in my wallet just because someone gave them to me in return for paying on my card. That was it. Apart from that, I haven't got any cash, and I keep them because I will always need them to go to the car wash. Pay the lads in cash because obviously cash is how they work. Everything gets paid for on my card normally, or my phone. Ding. Lambrusco is awful shite. I can't say any whitish wine that I've tasted has ever tasted nice. I've never had a very expensive Sancerre, but I would imagine I'd hate that as well. When you saw Lamborghini, you thought of the car Lamborghini. This is, on the terms of a spectrum, this is as far apart as you can possibly get. This is infrared and ultraviolet. That's how far spread this is. Lamborghinis are very, very expensive and incredible things. Lamborghini is cheap shit. Whole families crushing grapes with their feet in the Lamborghini Beveragino mill and speak, with Ed Francis being the boss, wouldn't he? Oh, I could crush a grape. Production for the contents of Lamborghini only takes half an hour. The backlog's waiting for the bottles. Oh yeah, I can imagine that one. It's bathtub wine, isn't it really? Bathtub wine. £100 notes. I wish, dude. No, tenors. Just got tenors. So I can pay the lads to clean my car. Otherwise, I wouldn't really carry cash because, you know, the Queen or the King and me, the King and I, don't carry cash. Too cool for school, fool. Speak near the airport. It is. Although Speak Airport really used to be in Garston, to be honest with you. Those Johnny-come-latelys in Speak thinking they were big hard fuckers because they had a runway. Speak Deans, lad. Up and Speak Deans. I'm from Garston, which is next door to Speak. There is absolute girder between the two little areas all the time. You wonder what the chewy bits were. Finings, you'll call them. Finings, not chewy bits, the finings. They're supposed to be filtered out in the 9th filtration something in with S, I don't know. Stop, collaborate, endless scene. Desperate situation with this weather. The dogging area is empty. I thought you were a bit more vocal in the chat. Obviously your hands aren't busy at the moment. Everyone blown off, done and dusted. Do you do like it, Blowy? Do you do? Ali's doing a mashup, a pie and mashup. Wet through and gone home. Right, should there be a should there be a comma after soaked there, Jackie, or is that all one thing? Is that soaked Thomas or a soaked Thomas? Blowing the doors closed. No one can see. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Don't shoot till you see the whites of her eyes. He was right there, absolutely. It's been stopped. The knitting has been stopped. It's bagged and shelved for a bit. Sometimes you need to step away from it, don't you? Have a break. Talk to Frank. Actually, that's nothing to do with knitting, is it? That's more to do with substance abuse. No, sometimes it is. Just put it down, walk away. Same with writing. If you're trying to write something and you're getting nowhere, walk away from it. In fact, not just that. If you are writing and you're happy with what you've done, put it down, walk away from it. Come back 2 or 3 days later, read it again. If you're still happy, you've done well. If not, you're going to look at it and think, ooh, no, that's not right. And you can go back in and change it. Top tip there for you. I used to do it with my songwriting. I'd come up with the first line, I'd write the rest of the song, and I'd go back and change the first line. Because normally that then wasn't right for the rest of the song. It'd come up with a life of its own, and the first little step just didn't fit in with the rest of it. Change it slightly. Always works better. Do you do any jigsaw puzzles? The merch store does actual jigsaws as well. Merch jigsaws, you imagine that? A 6,000 piece Jeff jigsaw. And then when you complete it, part of it's missing anyway, deliberately, because that's exactly what he'd do, wouldn't he? The knobhead. First cut of The Deepest, that was on earlier today. PP Arnold's version. I was doing your ad and you kept adding bits to it. That's when you know you need to walk away from it. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Come back and have a look and see whether or not it's still fit for purpose. Rod Stewart. It is. I prefer the PP Arnold version myself, I'll be honest. I also don't like... It was part of Rod's sort of... that period when he used to wiggle his arse at the camera all the time. No need for it. Speaking of which, I've been watching loads of Kenny Everett on one of the weird little channels. The one where his arse blows up all the time. Each time you go back to him, he's got a bigger arse. When he's doing Rod Stewart, is still hilariously funny. As is the Mick Jagger lips one and the Elton John glasses. Each time getting bigger. Same joke, still as funny though. So funny, that programme, I like it. Wouldn't fancy the Bears Paws logo. All that brown. All that brown. Don't look brown to me. It would be a pain in the arse, wouldn't it? Or were you on about... Oh, hang on. Were you on about that? That's the equivalent of a black card situation in Red Dwarf. Oh. Ali, oh.
It's going up. It's there.
It's there. 32. Get in there. Went to brunch yesterday with your mum and 2 sisters. You went to elder sister's house and were doing some jigsaw puzzles. Life and soul of the party. Only jigsaw puzzle you do, Tom Ash, or when your patients request your assistance? It doesn't fit. Fucking it'll fit in a minute. Get me the scissors. Why do your punters do them? Is it calming? Is that what it's supposed to be? Oh, fucking hell. You did a working grandmother clock jigsaw once. backed it with wallpaper. It's in the loft. What? A working grandmother clock one. Say what? 32. It's mad, isn't it? Catching Mandy up. Still got a fair way to go to catch you up, though. But she's in second place behind Nicholas van What's His Face. At 6'6" and 100 tons, the undisputed king of the slums. Do I just carry on doing Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine lyrics or what? Just about to take the stage, the one and only Holder front page. Yep. Therapeutic, good for hand-eye coordination, absolutely. Problem solving, something that can be returned to. Nostalgia sometimes, cheap and it's nice. That is exactly the kind of thing that helps with stroke as well. The strokey people have been doing stuff like that. Not necessarily jigsaw puzzles when I was in the hospital, because that was just far too advanced, but the problem solving, seeing if your brain's still working properly and creating neural pathways and what have you. Having to pick concentric rings that stack on top of each other that you have to put over the top of a spindle. So you're picking up and putting on, but you also have to work out which is the biggest one, which is the next, what have you. Similar kind of thing. But yeah, the nostalgia thing as well, I think can be slightly underestimated, I think, with that probably. Nostalgia is hugely important in recovery, I would have thought. Back to a time when you weren't needing help, when you were a kid, doing your jigsaws, and all of a sudden you're back there and you're not in the trouble that you're in at the moment. Yep. Makes perfect sense to me. Yep. Easily done if you're doing that all day long. How's your hearing? Pardon? Asking and they're laughing your beetroot. Yeah, man. Not 3D, just with a clock mechanism for the hands. That's next level when it comes to doing jigsaws. Fair play to you. Last jigsaw you did said 1 to 3 years on the box. Only took you 20 minutes. Are you having that one, Dave? Took you a minute to think of it, yeah. Colouring would be more your thing, yeah. It's anything I think that takes you back to a time before and that you can concentrate on, and again, good hand-eye coordination, don't go over the lines and stuff like that, man. That's why adult colouring books are so popular on, I think Amazon do loads of them. Adults are finding it as a good way of calming down and getting a full day at work out of the system, is getting a colouring book, crayons or paints or whatever. And nostalgia ain't what it used to be, bruv. Yeah, jigsaws and often the scenes on them prompt reminiscence. Anything to trigger things off in the mind, doesn't it? Whether it's, in my case, the neural pathways to getting the brain and the hand, the fingers back together by trying to play guitar, or yeah, that kind of thing as well. Ali, you do the code word crossword sometimes. Stuff like that is so good to do, to keep the brain active, keep you thinking. So you get your assignment, it is, isn't it? Do the code word and it comes up with who you're supposed to go and ice. Jackie, you like crosswords as well? They are good, aren't they? There are adult colouring books. There are, I do believe. And maybe that's the new merch route. Yep. Oh, you're stuck on a crossword? There you go. 8 across, postman's satchel. Sketching an odd time as well. We've seen that. It's definitely good for you. Colouring thing is supposed to be relaxing, like doodling. It is. There's a fantastic thing about the brain I watched years ago and I can't remember what the name of it is. How fucking ironic is that? About you are more creative when your brain is working on something else, but it has to be something not too taxing. So if you're trying to translate the Bible into Greek or something, that's a bit too much. But if you're playing with Lego, not following instruction, just pissing about making towers or something, and you get asked questions, what the fella did, the scientist, he had people with 3 different colour Lego bricks and asked them just to put them into the 3 colours, separate them into 3 piles. And as he was talking to them, he was asking them, can you give me examples of what to do with X or whatever it was, like a brick? What could a brick be used for? And the ones that were just stood there doing nothing, couldn't come up with anything. The ones that were just separating things into piles came up with hundreds. And the ones that were building something come up with a bit less because they were concentrating on what they were doing. But if you can do something that's almost without thinking, your brain is then allowed to go and do whatever it needs to do. It's an amazing kind of thing. I'll find out what it's called. I want to go back and watch that. Crosswords in English is something else. Well, it would be for someone who speaks bloody Dutch. I'm not surprised. Couldn't be dealing with the cryptic ones. The cryptic ones are great once you get into them. If you get into them. Jackie, you have to say how many letters, and then the punchline is... Brrr, that's a drum roll. Fucking big bag full. Only thing on Amazon is funny, rude adults colouring book. That's what you found anyway. That's because you put into Amazon funny, rude adult colouring book, didn't you? You filthmongers. There's loads of them. Adult colouring books. Not necessarily filthy ones, but just absolute chill, relax and do a little bit. Just cracked your streaming method. It's brilliant. The brain sometimes has to turn off enough to be able to think about what it needs to think about. And you can't concentrate too much on something, because otherwise you put walls up in your mind between what you're trying to think about and what you're trying to do. And it's not good. You need to take it off slightly. Relax. Chillax and stroll downstream. But that's why I like watching your stuff, to be honest with you, lads. That's a similar kind of thing. It's not too brain heavy in what you have to do and what you have to concentrate on. It's dead relaxing. There's not enough of that. There should be more of it. In other words, stream 8 days a week. You put in sex adult colouring books into the search engine. Well, no wonder you would get... Well, you'd come up with your own back catalogue, wouldn't you? You must have that. There must be J. Lou merch out there. Adult colouring books. The Echo, yeah, they used to do a lovely crossword. Clues were cryptic and normal, and the answers were the same. I used to do that all the time, and I always found that if you had to go to the normal, then you'd failed in life. Had to get the cryptic first, and then occasionally have a quick look over. Is that right? Yeah, I was right there, wasn't I? Cryptic. I think you've got to train yourself to be able to do cryptic crosswords. You can't just jump straight in and do it. You have to be able to, I don't know, train your brain to do it, to look out for things. There's certain things in cryptic crosswords that keep cropping up, and you know what to look for them.
Piggly ding, next.
Piggly ding, next. Who's next behind the bar? Who's doing a shift? Who's putting the brat on? Your favourite crossword clue? 9,4 gigs. Oh, is that 9 and 4? Oh, come on. What's it going to be? You can't do cryptic, always normal clues. Ah, yes, of course. So 9 letters and 4 letters. Yes. It is also the name of Yesterday by the Beatles as a working title, of course. Yes. Sorry, I know what it is now. And Gegs is correct. 9 letters and 4 letters. I like it. That's an Oricaria clue. Ali, you won't be lost when you find out what the answer is. Liverpool shit. Yes, they are. Ooh, that is looking naughty out there now. A what now? That's getting worse out there now. You've only done the school of life. You must have done more school than that, Esther. Yes, the setter put clues in a crossword to announce his palliative care. It was a genius. Have you watched the episode of Inside Number 9, which is all about crosswords? It is absolutely incredible. I'll try and find out which episode that was, actually. The Riddle of the Sphinx, it was called, yeah. Season 3, Episode 3, Inside Number 9. All about crossword clues and things. Beautifully done, incredibly written, impeccably performed. Absolute genius. Reverend John Graham used the pseudonym Araucaria to set crosswords in the Guardian newspaper. He was much loved. Indeedly doodly. So, the clue is Gegs. It's 9 letters and 4 letters. Anyone got there yet? Anyone? Anyone? Dust? Anyone? Oh, that were a nice drop. I'll have to sell. Fucking hell, man. Think about what you're saying. I will have to save the Leffe for Wednesday. Sunday. This is Wednesday. Bellend. Lars, no, you're halfway up a mountain, lost with Ali. You never lost with Ali. Mandy knows the answer, she's not telling. And I think me and Tomash both know the answer as well. But once you get explained to you, you'll know what it is. One of the last half man half biscuit albums had a crossword in the line notes. Obviously, why not? Why not? Please, a hint. It'd be difficult, really, wouldn't it? Because any kind of hint would just give away the answer. That's a shit answer, that, Nick. That's a shit answer. Ali's not from Liverpool. I know, but that's a shit answer, lad. Jackie gave the answer earlier, which was crossword. Hey, what? No. Alright, breakfast is a hint. The hint is breakfast. That hint again, breakfast. Trying to get voiceover work here, aren't I? Not working on account of the fact that I sound like an absolute scal. And I can't even speak English. Yes. HIJKLMNO. 5 letters. Scrambled eggs, there you go, Ali. Yes, it is. GEGS is scrambled eggs because it's eggs mixed up. So that is a very, very regular used cryptic type clue. So that's one of the first things you look for when you're looking for cryptic clues, is the likes of anagrams, words messed around, spoonerisms and things like that. Breakfast by the Associates. I was only listening to that earlier on, funnily enough. Yep, FFS indeed. It is one of those things. As soon as you look at it and go, yeah, of course it is. But when you sat there in front of a blank crossword puzzle and you look at it and go, I've got no idea what this is. Thanks for the clue. Thanks. Anyone else have a go at the HIJKLMNO? It's 5 letters. Who'd have thought we'd have got from pornographic colouring in books to cryptic crosswords? Wales gone mad. But that, Ali, shows that you can do it. It's training the brain, which is what crosswords is good at. And you will find, if you see people, old people, and I mean old people, the ones who live to be in the 90s and the 100s and things like that, they tend to be people who do things like crosswords on a regular basis. Keeps the brain going all the time. Not just sitting there in front of the telly, vegetating, but constantly thinking and brain training. Keeps you going, man. Keeps you young. We have all sorts on the stream. I like that. I like the fact that it's not the same as other people's. We are different in a nice way. Mandy, now you need a clue. We would be dead without it. From Lamborghini to cryptic crosswords via RSV vaccines and pornographic colouring books. This is why we love the pause. There is no place on earth like it. To reverse Google search, start with porn and see where it goes. It sounds like this stream in a nutshell, to be honest with you. There we go. We're going from porn to nutshells. Used to do them with your dad, him at home and you in your house. You miss it. I'm not surprised. I started doing them because my dad did them, and occasionally he'd be stuck on one and I'd have a look and go, oh yeah, I get this now. It's this. So I'd finish his crosswords off when he couldn't do them years ago, and then I started doing my own. And then of course, what happened then? I can't get this last one. Here you go and have a look and he'd do it. Yes, that's your clue. That's... Hot tub. Yeah, it's lovely, that. The things that you remember. H2O, water, yes, 5 letters. HIJKLMNO, H2O. Water. The water in my joker don't taste like water. Lateral thinking. It's good. It does really keep you going. The more stuff like that you do, the sharper your brain is. In fact, my sister brought me in some crossword books, little crossword pamphletty books when I was in the hospital, and I surprised everybody by completing almost all of them. Well, there's nothing wrong with your brain, is there? They said to me as they were hoisting me out of a bed because I couldn't fucking walk. Well, apparently there is something wrong with my brain, isn't there? You missed that somehow. You didn't see Thomas's part. I should hope not on this particular stream. Why is he getting this part out on the stream, man? Way above your level, says Esther in perfect English, despite the fact that she's Dutch. I was thinking like the alphabet, it is, because it's the letters H to O, H2O, Wota. Not the first 5-letter word that came to mind with that emoji. I was going to say spill, Mandy, but no, it's not spill. Is there still some part of your brain that doesn't work properly? Most of it. There is definitely. Things have changed. I have changed. I struggle with names. People that I've known for 30 odd years and I can't remember the name. Only lasts for about 10 minutes and normally it comes back, but I struggle with that. I would never, ever, ever even be on a picture, never mind a video. No way on earth would I put myself in front of a camera live to whoever. That went when that went. I have no idea why that is, but there's definitely, my brain has changed. My memory was never brilliant. I can remember really stupid things now. Like, you know, the license plates of my dad's cars years ago and phone numbers from years ago, but I can't remember things that are important. That's just a way to Ramadolo. You thought of something else? Yeah. Kirsty's back. Back again. Welcome back, Kirsty. The bit that tells the fingers to move. It's not working properly, is it? It's getting there, but it's not working properly. Oh, fucking hell. That shoulder, man. That might be a draft. It has been really windy, hasn't it? We do have a heat lamp. I might put the heat lamp on it tonight. That'll work. Normally does. Also, what used to work, because I've had problems with my shoulders in the past, is to go to a kid's playground. No. If they've got a climbing frame, hang from it and let myself hang loose, baby. That would stretch things out and I'd be alright. I did that when I fractured this arm, and because it was stuck like that. I didn't have a cast on it. I had it in a sling for 4 weeks, I think it was. I couldn't stretch it out properly. I still have problems stretching it out properly. It's just a little bit crooked. So the doctor said to me, what you should do is hang, if you can, from a climbing frame. You might feel a bit of pain. Have a few glasses of wine first or something. I went, alright, I will do. Of course I fucking will do. He meant well. I don't think he realised, but he meant well. Yep. So much better than it was. It is. I still look stupid. There we go. I still look disabled, but, you know. Go ahead. I'll get there. Would you like to go with my bullet? Right, there's a couple of questions here, right? NutriBullet, some kind of device from Amazon, from the same place where you bought the colouring books, or are you going full on provisional continuity IRA? Because there's different kind of bullets that you can get from Northern Ireland. I'm not sure I'd like a NutriBullet. I wouldn't mind, but the rest of them, no, you're all right. Did you know you can buy sex toys in Tesco? Oh, is that different? That kind of bullet? Thank fuck. Was almost a Rimmer salute, wasn't it? Well, look out for that. Funny you should mention that, Mandy. Look out for that in a forthcoming video. No clues, but obviously. I look stupid anyway. I do. Always. So what's the point in worrying about it? Your massage bullet. Is that what you're calling it now, are you? Jordex bullet, double club card points, a bonus. I wonder whether that'd show up at your end of year party. Here's your yearly club card points, and we've thrown you a little bit of extra in there for you. Gets on the Tesco website now. There you go. Thank you for the idea for a Google search, says Kirsty, yet again, sitting there with a pen and paper, knowing full well that there's going to be at least one idea per show. Did the guitar arrive? It did. It's there. I have had a strum, and then when I finish doing that, I pick my guitar up. It's bloody difficult though, it really is. But I am determined to carry on playing. One second, in fact. Well, more than 1 second. Ooh. There you go. There it is. Canny bit of kit. Hang on. There you go. Jorex bullet when Ali lowers the rifle to avoid fingerprints. Good thinking. Kirsty, it wasn't all like this. It was all like this. It was. Does the guitar have different levels of speed and vibrations? It does when I'm playing. Whipped it out. Have a strum on stream. It is a handsome guitar. It's fairly cheap as well, to be honest with you. We were talking about wine and crosswords. We actually were as well. It was very highbrow before it went lowbrow. Get the ale in, actually a minge bag yet again. Wet wine. Would my shoulder be sore from overuse? It's not been getting much use, to be honest with you. It never does. I think it might be sore from not enough use. Probably need to push myself a bit more with the arm as well. Not just the fingers, the arms. Oh. Yeah, the noise. Noise coming out of it. It's a gorgeous guitar, it is. And this is a very, very small area I'm in, so I knocked... That's the Philippines, isn't it? I knocked the Philippines off as I was walking past. I need more space, man. 28 brushes done. 12 you can't be arsed with tonight. 28 out of 40 is a job well done, I would say. That's more than Meatloaf, whereas 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Bollocks to that. 28 out of 40 is fantastic. You can buy a corking finger. Is it for a corking good price? Yeah, tomorrow's another day. They'll still be there tomorrow. They'll still be clean the day after. Don't be knocking your pipe out. We've piggly dinged, haven't we? Who's next behind the bar? Who's doing a shift? What's a corking finger? 1 Wood Alley again, yep. Piggly's up to ding. Corking is the sealant, isn't it? Round the bath. You put silicone round the bath, it's similar to that cork. Used to be used on ships and things. Normally, you'd lick your finger and push it around to make it smooth. You were going to straighten your hair during this, but you didn't get round to it. For 29, you forgot a red sable. Red sable sounds good. Is it not in a plait? Have you unplaited it? Are you the right way up this time, Mandy? Ooh, look at that. That's proper pub scrannage there, isn't it? Proper pub scrannage. Boigers, sandwiches, drumsticks. Has Domingo been fed his snack? There's plenty there to choose from. For DIY, it saves you using your finger. Used to be all the lads I worked with over the past would always wet the finger and then make it a smooth edge for the corking. He hasn't come crying this evening. In that case, what's he been up to? He must be up to something. Cats, when they're quiet, are up to something. You better watch out. You better not cry. Would be fair hard with that length of hair. It would be, wouldn't it? Unplaited last night. It was annoying you. So you spent time upside down for no apparent bloody reason. That's a bit peckish now. And there's more stuff. There's more fruit as well. Very nice. Must be using a huge amount of shampoo. Jinxie, you've got a dog between your legs snoring. Controversial. Must feel comfortable there, obviously. Now it's a bit wild woman looking. Feels great though. Are you Boudicca, Boudica, wild woman? That kind of look. Celtic Keris from the woods. Beats a washing machine. Jackie's got a 1600 washing machine. Nothing beats the 1600 washing machine, I'm telling you. Always wants to be there touching you. Dogs are like that though, aren't they? Just, yeah, if they can be involved in some way, they pour on you or something, just don't forget I'm still here. Do you need anything? Do you need anything? It's a good sign with, I think, with pets, if they're like that with you. They're not cowering in a bloody corner worried about you, are they? Kirsty's sitting there eating caramel tart. Now you are talking. I need more goo. I need more goo, man. Do we go after this? Or do I just stay in the house? Stay out of the storm? I could go there quickly, couldn't I? Do I want to go there quickly? I'm feeling peckish. I could probably do with having a little bit of something, you know what I mean? Whose dogging name is that, Kirsty? Yes, whose dogging name is that? And is Caramel Tart feeling blessed? Is she? Stay in tonight. Looks to have calmed down slightly. I'll say that now. There's no guarantee it'll be quiet later, will it? It might still be hurts, man. Peggly ding ding ding. Not for a while yet. A Kolinsky sable hairbrush is a fine artist's brush. The hair is obtained from the tail of the Kolinsky, a species of weasel. The finest brushes are made from the male hair. All right. A fine artist's brush, and you are a fine artist. All right, so it's really proper little fine detail work. I bet you do not come cheap things like that, do they? Not like you can go out and just, I'll pick some off the fence, off the barbed wire. Have some fruit. I want food. Proper food. Manly food. Even though I've already done, I should have done this earlier. I should have gone earlier. I didn't go earlier. But I went and done my walk instead. I could have got my walk done in Tesco. Oh, here we go. Do you want to see this? This is the caramel tart that Kirsty is currently devouring. Right, I am going to Tesco. I have got to buy food. I am now mouth horny. Oh, disgraceful. Yours are 60-40 male-female, right? Does that make it slightly less expensive? I would have thought, wouldn't it? That's a pretty, I don't know. How did he come up with that split? 60-40. Have I got the windy app? I don't. I have got the weather app, which gives the wind on there. Let's have a look. Shrining. It's going to be dry between midnight and 2 o'clock, and it's going to piss down non-stop for the next 40 days and 40 shites. It is 34 kilometres per hour, the wind at the moment. Moderate. That's not remotely fucking moderate. Carve a bit of watermelon and a Cornish pasty. The thing looks like an empanada. Or empanada, I can't work that one out. Which one is it? It is the similar thing, a Cornish pasty. The one useful thing to come from Andy Airliner's woolly broadcasts, and they are very woolly. Thomas wants cranberry juice. Have you problems pissing? Is that what it is? What are you trying to tell us? It looks... Connor, how you doing? Could I give you more warning? Is it on a book? Is it on a book? Connor, can you go on the bar next? Seems like you're asked nicely. You can do, no problem. For some reason you thought it'd be a round tart. Not all tarts are round. Some are. Geordie ones normally are. Sorry, that's a bit disgusting on me, that, isn't it? You was there all the time lurking. Were you lurking, working or shaking? The 40 is stiffer so it holds the shape easier. That's good thinking. Obviously there had to be a reason for it, really, didn't there? Yeah, you can go now, actually, of course. Hang on. There you go, we'll do that now. Go on now. Because I cocked it up earlier. How fine is your finest? Do you have the full-on proper fines, or is it too much? saying, who the fuck is Milan? Are we talking about AC Milan, or is that someone whose first name is Milan who's somehow upset the Ajax seed? Mandy loves pretty boys. I'll bet you do. What the fuck was that? Phone's gone bizarre. You have an 05, which is about 6 hairs. Bloody hell. That must be for insanely detailed stuff. You being Ajax, of course, of course. Ali's still going to sing no matter what happens. You can't shut her up. Oh, a bit of Durran, as Tony Blackburn called them back in the day. He also used to call it, go on about Depeche Mode as well, until someone wised him up. Why did all DJs in the past used to sound like that, didn't he? This is Darren, and fuck off, dickhead, will you? Why do you talk like that? The set cost 35 quid, but is no longer made. The 05 is for eyes. That's proper, that, isn't it? Jeez. I mean, obviously, just watching, you can tell there's loads of stuff involved, real intricate stuff involved, but it's just mad how involved and how intricate it is. It's absolutely crazy. Dr. Alban, yes, singing dentist he was, wasn't he? From Sweden. Is the Everton match on TV on Saturday? By the Christs, I hope not. Who are we playing? Villa, isn't it? Oh, wait, actually, it is, isn't it? Are we the 5:30 kick-off? We are, aren't we? Oh, bollocks. Yes, 5:30 on Saturday. Oh, shit. The entire country are going to be able to see how shite we are. You can gloss over it when it's at home, can't you? 3 o'clock kick-off. Oh, we played all right. We're unlucky. We played all right. We're unlucky. No, when people watch it all the way through, fucking shy. Pay more for the smaller brushes. Yep. You'd have to, because I suppose they'd be more involved in putting them together in the first place. You can't just whack a load of hair into a circle, can you? And a goo pot and then sellotape round it or something. We're going to do a watch along for it. I might well do that. I haven't done a watch along to an Everton game. I might do that. Then you can watch me cry in real time. Anana, first minute. Barkley, second minute. Luca Dean, third minute. Absolutely nailed on. Tim Irabunum. Yep. Idrissa Gana Gay and Ashley Not So Young, red cards, all played for Villa, of course. Anana, Barkley and Digne all played for Everton, of course, up against their former teams. Be right back, no worries, Ali La. I can see that happening. Irabunum especially, I can see him getting sent off. Just to prove a point to the Villa fans and the Villa management. You shouldn't have let me go. And he's 100% right. They shouldn't have let him go. He is some player. He's going to end up being fantastic, that lad, if he continues to improve the way he does. If you went for a Windsor and Newton handmade, then you can triple that price. Bloody hell. I suppose it's a bit niche, isn't it? Stuff like that. So if you can't really go to too many places to pick them up, they're going to charge what they feel like. You can't exactly wander down to B&Q, can you? Like you can do if you're painting the fence or something. I need a paintbrush. Go there. Go to Tesco and get them. Yeah, son, there you go. once you're a bit more niche, they're going to start charging to the bleeding roof for it. If I stream Everton, you've got to watch along, Tomash. Can't do an Everton live. I'm not Mark Gold, what's his face, Brent de Cesare, whatever his name is. I could. Mine would be completely different though. People watching would get very, very upset. Why isn't he bothered? Why hasn't he got a background that's entirely Everton based? Why is he going on about bears doing haikus and things? Oh, there minutes you were thinking, what's inches got to do with it? No, I don't think Anana's 1 inch, to be honest with you. Strange to see Dean with Villa. He was ages with Everton, he was. Good 3.5 years, I think he was with us, wasn't he? Barcelona before that. Yeah, Tim at Abunum today. Dyche giving him no real instruction but to work hard. I saw that as being two different things. Either Dyche is that bad that he's just saying, please, please, please run as much as you can. Or he's got the lad in and said, do what you were doing at Villa. Keep on playing the same way. All I want you to do is work as hard as you can in that midfield because I know what you bring to a team. So depends with that. What kind of mood I'm in. If I'm in a forgiving mood, I would think, yeah, he already knows what he's doing. He fits into the team because he plays the same way that we need him to play. And if I'm not in a forgiving mood, Dyche is an absolute knobhead. He's a dinosaur. Tesco brushes don't last a session. They don't. And even the painting the wall brushes don't either. If you want a lovely looking textured wall, you can do, because it'd just be stray fibres everywhere. Couldn't do it. You can't see me cry. You can. Just walk past the street end about 10 minutes after everyone's left for every game. You'll see me. Shove a Fireball whiskey in the cranberry juice. Where not? 2 teas. Yep, 2 teas for lads. Periodic ball moisturiser. Didn't they? Yes. Didn't they support 8 Mile Radius in Toronto in, what year was it? Was it 72? I think, was it? That's another merch idea, isn't it? I supported 8 Mile Radius in Toronto 72, and we'd have everybody in the world wearing them. Why am I bawling? Always whinging. Watch Everton for 10 minutes, you'll be crying. You'll understand why. Yeah, man, they did. Absolutely. I'm allowed during the stream. Ball moisturiser. I do have ball moisturiser. Just putting that out there. Below the belt, it's called. It's not moisturiser. It's to keep yourself nice and cool down there during the summer months. Guess who's back? Back again. Ali's back. Ali's back. Ali's back. Zen postdoctoral locust. It's like a locum, but made out of animals. Duff Jiffy yogurt. Teas for laser. Too much information. Too much information. It's not. Loads of YouTubers used to get sponsored by Manscaping, didn't they? Do you remember that? We went through an entire sort of 6-month period where every YouTuber was getting sponsored by Manscaping and no one would admit to actually using it themselves, or they'd say, I did this off camera and it was, I've never felt so fresh in my life. Now it's all square spaced and car vertical. Those days are gone, man. Those days are gone. I've got a subscriber based on a short on my Dizzy Rascal versus Horse Chestnuts shorts. What was that one? Oh, some people play with conkers. Conkers. I like that one. That's put me back up to 10,002. I'm about to go below 10,000 again. It's a vanity metric. That's all it is. 1,000 is only important to get you monetized. Beyond that, makes no difference whatsoever. Just letting that out there for people who want to watch You want 1,000 proper subscribers. Any more than that, any more proper subscribers than that, you're happy. But it's a vanity metric. That's all it is. Dorito. Oh yeah, Dorito has his own nut rub cream. He does, doesn't he? Can you buy Duff Jiffy yogurt in Springfield? You can, as well as dogs and cats to eat. 9/11 today. Is that, yeah, September, yeah, of course. It is, fucking hell, it is 9/11 today. Jesus. A day that will live in infamy, as they say at the time. I remember watching that. It was a Tuesday, wasn't it? I was working behind the bar in the pub. I remember watching it thinking, this is absolutely amazing. Special effects are off the scale. And then watching a bit more and thinking, there isn't a film on now. It's supposed to be Going for Gold or something stupid. What is this? And then the penny really did drop. This is real. This is happening. And then as I was watching that, the second plane came in. I saw that at the corner of my eye. That was a plane there, wasn't it? Bang, fucking hell. This is insane. The whole world changed at that moment. Bizarre. So thoughts to all those people that were affected by it. Horrific thing to happen. The whole world needs to chill out, man. Stop doing stuff like that. Spencer's birthday as well. How's he doing? Is he alright? I've barely seen anything. I've barely seen any streams for about the last week and a half, 2 weeks. There's always been something happening, bizarrely. Can you pick us up? Can you take us here? It's mad. Never bloody ending. Or I'm out filming. I'm out on location, obviously. Out on location, did you say? Yes. I'm sat in Tesco's fucking car park with my camera out. On location. Glass of Kirk for Ali, glass of Kirk for Kirsty. Steve must be absolutely exhausted. He must be. Not like him to miss, is it? So, yeah. Must be shattered, our boy. No doubt I'll get a message off him probably tomorrow or something. You know what he's like. He's a good in his arse, Steve. Rain expected to stop in the next few hours. That's good. How's your leg, Tom? How is it? Wonder if you could make slidey writing thingy questions. You could do. You can do slidey writing for almost anything. Give everything a go, just in case. Settling down now. It's good to hear. Good to hear. Settling down is the first little bit, isn't it? On the route to feeling much better. Do you like the big mug, by the way? The red one broke. Would you believe the red one, the massive one, the handle broke on it after well over a year of drinking countless brews out of it. Countless brews. Casper's birthday Friday. We've got other birthdays written here somewhere as well. Somewhere. I've moved, haven't I? I had my pad out to write other things on it. Is it petrol blue? It is indeed petrol blue. And it's the size of my head. And not only is it the size of my head, I'm a big boy as well. A smidge under 6'2". Now, it is very tricky, isn't it? Needs washing now. It needs a dishwasher tablet putting in it. The best way to clean thermoses as well, by the way. Thermos mugs or thermos flasks. A dishwasher tablet, boiling water, leave it for an hour, wash it out and wipe it out, and it is absolutely spotlessly clean. Casper, Friday the 13th, yes. Didn't he say he was born on Friday the 13th? Because something bad always happens to you on Friday the 13th, or you get chased by dogs. That's because you're a clumsy sod. That's why I was falling over and things. Nothing to do with the date. Won't see the stains as bad. You don't. But you can tell when it's been the tannin on the inside of the mug starts to get a bit too much. Got to be careful with that though. Ooh. I once cleaned a mug of a fella on a building site who went fucking ballistic. It was almost black inside. I was like, what? Leave it. Who told you to clean that? That's where all the taste is. Oh, okay. Won't do it again, mate. Did you realise your mug was white? Yeah, okay. True, Kirsty, true. Watch yourself on Friday the 13th. Stay in. Don't go out. Stay on the bed. Pillows all around you. Make a cushion fort. Stay in there out the way. Yeah, stay in the bed. There you go. Mandy's telling you. It is Friday the 13th. This Friday. This very Friday. Does this mean that the people in this chat suffer from triskaidekaphobia? Do you? That was a great horse, that, by the way. Triskaidekaphobia. Do you get bad luck? There's no such thing as bad luck and good luck. There's no superstitions. There's no basis in them whatsoever. The only one, we said this last week, wasn't it? The only thing you should take note of is do not walk under a ladder because someone can drop a fucking paint pot or something on your head. Or a hammer. Just don't walk under them. That's just health and safety, isn't it? Common sense. Thomas, you're hacking through emails. Best skipping a shift this evening. No problem whatsoever. Hide the cables from Just. Yes, do not let him start chewing through electric cables. Ali, back on. No worries. You've got 10 minutes and then you're on. Like Big Ron. Our Ali will be on next. I spoke too soon about it being alright, didn't I? Hide all the cables. You can hide them in Prescott if you want. If he jumps out of the window, leave him. Don't jump out afterwards. No bungee jumping from the window. In fact, what you should do on Friday the 13th is a 13-hour long live stream, just so we can keep an eye on you. Wake up, stream, go to bed, and then we'll see you the following day. Prescott cables, yeah, British insulated calendar cables, BICC, vast site, now a Tesco. I picked up from a place in Prescott. I used to do a little bit of delivery and picking up for a company called Mr. Ohms, OHMS, in Southport. They were an electrical wholesaler. I'd have to drive around lots of northwest rugby towns, Warrington, Wigan, St Helens, Salford. I ended up in Prescott as well, picking stuff up. I used to enjoy that job. Long wheelbase transit van. Lovely days. But yeah, it was mad. Walking into a place in Salford. Forgot I was wearing my Everton beanie. My Everton hat with the badge at the front. And as I walked in, all right, mate, I've come to pick up such and such. And the lad looked at me and went, it's a good job you're a blue. If you were a red, you'd be getting chased out of here now at gunpoint. Oh, cheers for that, bud. Nice one. Can you just stick it in the back of the van? I need to get out of here now, mate. Cheers. Bye, bye. In Salford. Went back there a couple of times. They were sound, actually. And then I've ended up working with loads of people from Salford recently in the job that I do. Good folk, good folk. Jackie's bitten the bullet, she has. And it's not a Nutri bullet either. She's done all right though, hasn't she, Jackie? Normally does fall asleep. But she's done all right the last few streams, so she must be absolutely shattered. That's what happens when you work hard. That's why I'm still awake at 11 o'clock in the day. There's also a BICC in Helsby, now also a Tesco. Is this some kind of job loss, is there? Tesco bought up all the BICCs. The Warrington place was rather interesting. Warrington Wolves rugby folks are now, well, they're now called the Wolves, but they used to be called the Wire. They still call themselves the Wire because wires are made there, wire cables. Show Tom the cowpick. Some guy pulled my tit. How dare he? Folk. Not fuck, folk. Folk. Folk, good lads. Not just the lads, the girls are good lads as well. The sound. We have the work that we do at the moment used to be done in Salford. So when it was getting handed over, they had to do all the training. We were back and forward to Salford, working with them. Some top people. I like them. And it's nowhere near as far to go as Newcastle or Belfast or where else did we used to go to? Nottingham I had to go to as well. Salford is, well, everyone, if you had the opportunity to do with Nottingham or Salford, it was yeah, I'll just nip over to Salford. 25 minutes in the car, no problem at all. Wolves used to train at Chester Uni's Warrington campus when you were there. Enormous lads, the girls used to melt. Perpalaki, the famous Perpalaki, got banned, didn't he, from being within so many 100 yards of Warrington Wolves players. They took out an injunction. All these massive rugby league players were shit scared of Perpalaki. I'm not surprised. One of the physios that was dealing with me, young lad in the hospital, he was doing his year of, he was in uni, but he was doing a year of, he wanted to be a physio. So he was doing a year of on-the-job training. One thing was with us in the stroke unit, he was going somewhere else to do that, somewhere in another place afterwards. Before that, he was working with the physios at Salford Reds, or Salford Red Devils, whatever they call themselves now, the other rugby league team. And he said the same thing. He's trying to manipulate someone's legs or arms or something. You can't even pick them up. The fucking legs are massive. The Pacific Islanders especially. The Tongans and Papua New Guineans and people like that. They're just absolute man mountains, and then they can run very, very quickly as well. To a New Order from Salford, yeah. And plenty of Happy Mondays of them there as well, aren't they? Good morning, Jackie. If you rewatch tomorrow, it should be up by tomorrow. It'll be on the screen, like you say, but it'll be underneath. It should be by tomorrow. It's normally alright by tomorrow. It's weird. Some days, genuinely, you can have a look about 10 minutes after the stream finishes and it's on there. Other times, it's just 2 days later, the chat will appear. Mad. No reason, no rhyme. No reason, no rhyme. That sounds like a good idea for a podcasty thing, that, doesn't it? The chat does take a few hours to generate. Also, it depends on how much chat there's been. And of course, you lot never shut up, so it's plenty of chat, which is great. 3-hour stream takes about 12 hours, so you must have seen that yourself looking for it. I never go back and watch these things unless I really have to, but I do notice them. It's mad. Also, if streaming on my phone, if I'm out doing ninja streams or beach streams, they can show us processing for about 4 days afterwards. Even though if I pick up another phone and sign into that on my normal account, they're on there. It's not processing on the phone that you did it. It still shows us processing. It's mad. Angie, how you doing? You okay? 3-hour streams, man. Do you remember when I was struggling? I'm not going to last an hour. I can't believe I'm not going to last an hour. I won't think of anything to say. What's going to happen? I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. No, not anymore. Sit down, press stream, chat shit for 3 hours, get booed off. The good old days. I'm getting a thing delivered tomorrow. Can't wait. I would suggest anybody that wants to get into filming or especially doing vlogs and things, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is superb. It's not waterproof, it's not weatherproof, which is a pain. And the gimbal, little tiny gimbal on the top, looks a very weak point. The thing that they give you with it protects it to a degree, but not completely. But I've ordered something off Amazon that clamps it together and stops it from twiddling around or breaking. Esther off, no worries, no worries. TTFN. Fancy a Lambrina? A crossword, a vaccination or a bullet? We have all of them. I've only done one hour stream, and after that it was like, alright, I'm in now. Feet are wet. Get in there. Get the job done. SAS style. Get in, get the job done, get out, leave no traces. Tomorrow. Yes, it is getting dropped off from Amazon. So hopefully I'll be able to clamp it, stick it in my pocket in the future and not break it into a million pieces. Oh, lads.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Is that 2 tonight? We have 2. 2 level ups. Piggly ding next. Piggly ding next. Good shift. Cheers, Connor. Good shift, mate. I'll jump on and do the last little bit then. Yeah, they are fantastic things, those pocket threes, they really are. But they look a little bit, don't get them if you're clumsy, you know what I mean? But the quality's superb. Absolutely superb. But there is some more slidey writing. Oh, that was what I meant to tell you as well. Oh, it's spider season, isn't it? I looked up earlier on as I was sat on the sofa. I don't know why. Just looked up to my right and my heart almost stopped. Now, there was the biggest spider I've seen in the house in my life. I was wearing Dr. Martens boots, you know what I mean? It was like proper heavy. Looked naughty. Sure it was carrying a flick knife. Had a Glasgow accent. You know what the type, don't you? If it's still there, fair enough. If it's not, I came in here and streamed. That's what I did. I forgot about it. When I go in, if it's not there, I don't know, I might have to move. But yeah, if you have your windows open at any point during the day, expect horny spiders apparently to start flying inside your house. That's what the Liverpool Echo keep going on about. Sex crazed spiders will enter your house this week. Okie dokie. Sustainable psychosexual zucchini pudding, quizzing Kiddie Cardiff with sign-off laughs. Width sign-off laugh. Cardiff width. What's your Cardiff width? How wide is the diff on your car? Is that what that means? Controversial. If a spider wore socks, what would the configuration be? An insta-real question. Yep. 4 left, 4 right, obviously. Goodish, positive, Eurovision, Eurocontrol, Captain Audible, Pardon, Paraterial. We've all been there, haven't we? Or are we talking, do they have, is it 4 legs on each side, 8 legs in total, or do they have 2 legs on each side and 2 arms on each side? Would that mean then that you'd have the bottom 2 legs on the left would have socks on and the bottom 2 legs on the right would have socks on, but the top 2 wouldn't? Would that be it? Loads of spiders there, no conkers yet to keep them at bay. Domingo hunting down 1 per night. I could have brought you a load of conkers as well. They were pinging off the car earlier in Ormskirk, in the hospital, in the car park in the hospital in Ormskirk. We're all matching or opposite sides matching. It would have to be opposite. Would have to be complementary colours. Be like a colour wheel. So you'd have like orange and teal, which is the YouTuber's favourite colour, of course. Orange and teal opposite each other. Red and blue. Green and, I don't know, what's with green? Yellow, is it? I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, colour wheel, so it'd have to be opposite ones. Good Patty Chittagong. We all know about her, don't we? 4 arms, 4 legs, or 2 arms, 6 legs. Oh man. So we could, in theory, have 8 socks, 6 socks, or 4 socks, depending on how the configuration goes. Thanks a lot, Knobhead. This is going to keep me awake all night, this. I hope you're proud of yourself. Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah. I'm going to fill an entire book, aren't I, full of thoughts about spiders and socks. Oh, brilliant. I won't sleep tonight. So come on, you brought it up, Mandy. What is your idea? What would your configuration B. What do you think? Welcome. Yeah, very welcome. Ali's confused. It's probably more likely that the spiders will be in your sock. Oh, don't. Oh, man. Especially on that bleeding thing. I'd have to wear me footy socks. It was that big. I don't live in Australia. I never have done. Never even visited there. I still pick my shoes up of a morning and do that with them. Shake them out. Oh, and by the way, apropos of nothing, I'm going to have to throw a pair of trainees in the bin because I've worn them out. I was wondering why I was a little bit slippery the other day. I've worn them out on the bottom, so the shiny, like racing slicks, have to go in the bin. And I put an old pair of trainees on earlier to go out in, and they are the most comfy ones I've ever worn in my life. Why have I not worn them for ages? I'm going to wear them out instead next time. True story. Worn out my shoes walking. I haven't even done that many steps, but it feels like I've done loads. The spiders get named there. Boris is chilling in the bathroom. Got a spider in the bath, a spider in the bath, a creepy crawly spider in the bath. You know he's only there because he wants to have a laugh. Diddly 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 diddly. Spider. Anyone have kids? Don't care as long as they're in your house, not mine. Very selfish of you, that man. You're very selfish. I've thrown traps away. Time to buy a new pair. Unfortunately, I've still got about 18 pair of trabs at the moment. Pretty much all Adidas as well. Obviously. Get some trendy On Clouds. My 18-year-old daughter wears On Clouds, therefore I would not be allowed to wear them. Not On Cloud allowed. Oh, Dad, you're not wearing them, are you? See if he's wearing socks. I'll check that out. Is it Spider-Man? Kirsty, why are we giving you nightmares about spiders? You remember Spider? It's Bath. Yes, it is. And the songs are fantastic, the acoustic guitar. I used to sing it to my daughter all the time. That's why I know it. And when I got to the spider diddly 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 bit, I'd do that. Like up her leg and onto her stomach and things. You start tickling her. Oh, spiders. And we both go, ugh. A creepy crawly spider in the bath. You know he's only there because he wants to have a laugh. Diddly 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 diddly. Yes. Dunlop green flash. My mate used to wear them in school all the time. And he got really ripped for it. They were a level above your Adidas 9 stripe though. Oh, sorry, Adidas 9 stripe as they were back then. The stuff that you got from Freeman Hardy Willis, Nicks or British Knights and all that shit. Adidas 9 stripe, lad. What are you wearing them for? Green Flash were just one level above that. But now, if you want to buy a set of Dunlop Green Flash, they're about 80 quid. Stupid. More expensive than Adidas. Gola keep getting introduced to me as well. Nah, you're alright. Silver Shadow. What is On Clouds? On Clouds are Scout sketches, yeah. All the youth, the young girls are wearing them. I do have a pair of sketches because the slip-on. They're not the noncy ones that Jamie Redknapp advertises though. I got them way before that. I only got them because I can't tie laces. So I've got a set of them and I've got a set of Adidas Stan Smith Velcro. Again for the same reason. I haven't been brave enough to wear them now because they're white. Are white trabs a thing anymore? Are they back yet? Or are we still just doing the same thing of wearing coloured trabs with black socks? Green Flash and Silver Shadow sound like dogging names. You must have heard of Dunlop Green Flash. It's what the povos used to wear at school back in the day. Povos. Quite horrible, weren't we as kids? Used to call white dog shit povos chalk. Horrific. Terrible time in the 70s. Got a pair of Atoms that Ace, you're definitely menopausal. I did a thing. Was it a short I might have done? A Youtube short where I found myself wearing a baseball cap, a gilet and a pair of Skechers, and I was thoroughly embarrassed at myself. But no, can't be doing with that. Hand me Scouse card in. How could I have got to this point in life and I'm wearing a gilet, a baseball cap and a pair of Skechers? Ashamed, embarrassed. But then I said to myself, you've had a stroke, which is the only legitimate reason to be dressed like that. Allegedly. I thought they were Marvel characters. All characters are Marvel characters, aren't they? I marvel at them. But they do sound very Marvel-y. Or DC, either or. Got a pair of Nike 270s and New Balance. Runners, as you call them. Trainees. Not trainers, trainees. Webs. Occasionally wheels. Sneakers or kicks, get in the fucking bin. I have heard that in the office as well. I've got a new pair of kicks and 4 or 5 people in the background just go, "What, lad? I've got new kicks." What the fuck are kicks, lad? I think he means trainees. Well, fucking say trainees then, lad. What do you run in, Ali? Forgot about Marvel. How are you there about Marvel? In all weathers. I'll tell you what, you're having a dad joke for. I haven't got around to doing the mum joke thing yet. There you go, Ali, you're having a dad joke for that one. What do you run in? All weathers. There you go. You have been doing AI dogging songs. You have. We realise that. Ali's full of mischief today, she isn't she? She's almost conjuring the spirit of a leprechaun, I would say. Do you have actual running shoes to run in? Not just a pair of trainees. Actual running shoes. Could be wearing Crocs, socks and a cardi. I could. I do have a cardigan. It's a Ralph Lauren one, which is stupidly expensive, but it's still a fucking cardigan, like. Yeah. Everyone should own Crocs, by the way. Anybody who owns a car and lives in temperate climates and slightly north, buy Crocs that you can wear with your shoes on, and that way leave them in the back of the car. If you ever need to push your car when it's icy or slippery or snowy, put them on over your shoes and you will get great traction. They're good for push starting or pushing your car out the way. There you go. Tom, I have a hair for runners. She has a hair for runners. You don't unless it's a necessity. If you're going jogging or running, wear running shoes, not tennis ones, not trainees. You have to wear ones that have got proper give in them. To do sport, you don't need as much give. To go running, you do. Another top tip from the top tip top. The big top tip top 5. There you go. Yeah, it is a good tip. Also, in the back of your car, leave water, cereal bars, a shovel, duct tape, bin bags. No, hang on. No, a snow shovel, a coat, 12 bottles of bleach. 12 bottles of bleach. Don't drive, you're okay. Nobody should own Crocs. Just watch Idiocracy if you want to know why. I haven't seen that. Is this related to nobody should buy Coca-Cola products for reasons of they are absolute bastards? I'll have to check that out. But they are handy if you need to push a car and it's icy. Otherwise I wouldn't wear them. Australians love them now, don't they? I mean, genuinely love them. They've got that little strap on them, haven't they, that you can pull back and then put around the back of your heel. Apparently that's putting them in sport mode, they say in Australia. Ali, you don't own a pair of Crocs to snap the head off you. Your parents should snap the head off you if they're wearing Crocs, to be honest with you. It is a sign that you're giving up on life, really, isn't it? Pottering round the garden wearing Crocs. Thomas? Crocs are the shoe of the great brain dead. Yeah. Makes perfect sense to me. Totally get it. It's a strange thing how they took over the world. Them and Uggs as well. No, they're all Australian, aren't they? One of the hottest places on earth, and everyone's wearing woolly boots, bizarre, and things that melt in the heat. They wanted to dress the cast in the most silly clothing. Crocs were unknown, they chose them. Did not know that. We are learning all kinds today. But they are socks. Crocs and socks is the new sandals and socks. We've gone from Birkenstocks to Crocs and socks. Harsh but true. Good point. And I think, unless I'm very much mistaken, that it's that time of night. Just looked, it's after 11, it's 11:05. We've been going on for over 3 hours, man. Just me chatting shite. So you know what's going to happen next. Get your dancing Crocs on. Let's have a boogie. That's that.
Hoo-yah!